What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Season 1, Week 1 of the Charjabug Champions League. It's a draft league, obviously Pokemon, that my friends and I decided to put together, and this is the first season of it. So I hope you enjoy. We've got a Week 1 battle for you today, and we're going to go ahead and get right into the team prep. All right, so bear with me. This is my first time doing, like, team prep. Oh, I'm crinkling bags over here. Let me get that, just kick that out of the way. Yeah, it's my first time doing like verbal team prep. It's all just been mental in my brain for the past season, because we did do, if you were here for season 1 of whatever the heck our draft league was called before, that was the thing. And unfortunately, we lost in the finals. We made it to finals. We came in second place, which was great to get there, but awful to lose it to a turn 1 blunder. But anyway, let's not reminisce on the bad times. Let's see what we got going on here in front of us. Our team coming into this matchup is Dragapult, Excadrill, Clefable, Slowking, Infernape, Rotom Mow, Gastrodon, Satitan, Braviary, and Quillfish, with Gastrodon and Braviary being our Terra captains. Our opponent is coming in with Great Tusk, Chi-Yu, Amoonguss, Hisuian Goodra, Regular Goodra, Florges, Quagsire, Ceruledge, Skarmory, and Alolan Raichu. Now, first and foremost, I do want to just say, bear with me. My voice is not with me right now. I was sick earlier, and still I'm kind of getting over it, so I apologize if, like, I do that every now and then. But anyway, we have quite a defensive matchup today. Our opponent decided to just build the Great Wall of China, in that most of his mons are either physical or special, or both, just complete units and walls, and they're horrifying. So we're going to try to break through that with the strategy that I've put together for you today. All right, so here's the team that we have built today. It is Dragapult, Excadrill, Clefable, Gastrodon, Infernape, and Rotom Mow. I feel like it's a pretty standard team for our opponent to see coming, which, by the way, I don't think I mentioned it. Our opponent is the San Jose Sharpedo, and you may have noticed we do have a little bit of a naming scheme going on. Our first round draft pick, of course, we got first round, the very first pick of the draft, so I had to scoop up Dragapult, who looks like an airplane, so I named him Boeing 737. Boeing 737. And then, of course, we've got Excadrill, our baggage handler. We have Clefable, our lovely flight assistant. Our life raft in Gastrodon, our pilot Infernape, keeping us all safe and handy. And then, of course, Rotom Mow, our technician. I wanted him to be the name I wanted previously didn't fit. It was like air traffic technician or something like that. But it didn't fit because, you know, character limits. So yeah, we just have our technician with Rotom Mow. But anyway...
Are you sure about that?
I'm going to go in kind of a bit of a like sporadic order here, because I feel like it makes sense for me to explain the strategies that I've decided on running this week. So there's two main things that I want to try to get done. And one of those is this baggage handler here. We are going to be running a Life Orb Sand Rush Excadrill into this team. Max attack, almost max speed. I don't need fully max speed because I outspeed everything in the sand, but also I basically just speed crept the Great Tusk on my opponent's team, so that in case I'm not in sand, I still outspeed a max speed positive speed nature Great Tusk. So that's why the speed EVs are looking a little strange. I don't know if that extra 4 into HP is going to matter, but we'll see. We are running Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, and Swords Dance. Now, the team we're going up against is quite weak to ground, so I wanted to try to get an Excadrill sweep, because I hit a lot of things on his team hard. I hit the Alolan Raichu, I hit the Chi-Yu, I hit the Ceruledge, I hit the Hisuian Goodra, I hit the Florges. There's a lot of things that I hit hard, but there are a lot of things that also can come in and wall my baggage handler here. So part of the strategy is going to be handling whatever comes in to try to wall this thing, whether it be the Skarmory, whether it be who else does he have that walls this? Amoonguss kind of makes me scared with the Spore. And then who else walls? There's another one that walls, I know. Quagsire obviously scares me. So we're going to have to deal with those somehow. And of course, we've built the rest of the team to try to get Baggage Handler into a safe place to sweep. Of course, we can't sweep with our Baggage Handler without someone to set up the sand. And we don't have anyone with the ability, Sandstream, to set it up. I didn't draft T-Tar or anyway, I don't even know who else gets it. That's meta relevant. There's probably someone out there that does. But we have our lovely Life Raft Gastrodon. Now, if you were here for season 1, you know Gastrodon has been my rock, my absolute savior in dire times. And so I thought it was kind of funny to run a weird, non-offensive. I mean, Gastrodon's not, fully offensive. It's more bulky support offensive. But anyway, what we've got going on here is Sandstorm, Memento, Spikes, and Earth Power. So hear me out. Earth Power obviously on there just as a stab move that hits a lot of his team for a decent bit of damage. Unfortunately, of course, the Skarmory completely walls this thing, so I cannot let Skarmory... I can't let Life Raft be the last thing on my team, and Skarmory's the last thing on his team. That's basically what I'm saying. We have Spikes in case we get an opportunity to set up some Spikes, but the main thing here is setting up Sandstorm when the time comes, and then I want to Memento out. Slow Memento out into my Baggage Handler. For slow pivot, right? So I can get Baggage Handler in for free, more or less. And then also to cripple whatever is sitting on the field that Baggage Handler is going to be facing after I swap him in. That hopefully will make it so that whatever is against our Baggage Handler is not capable of threatening. So they either switch out, or they can't hit me hard enough, and I can set up a Swords Dance after that Memento, and then hopefully sweep from there. But we'll see if that actually works. Now, arguably the most important piece of this puzzle is our pilot here, the Infernape. Expert Belt with the ability Blaze. We're rocking Flamethrower, Close Combat, Grass Knot, and Taunt. A bit of a mixed set, not even a bit of a completely mixed set. Our EVs are set in a way that we one-shot a lot of our opponent's team. And this is going to kind of be our loose cannon to just come in, either revenge kill something or just get a good switch in and hit something super hard. Depending on the EV spreads that our opponent is running, our Infernape could potentially one-shot the Skarmory, the Chi-Yu, the Hisuian Goodra, the Quagsire, and the Great Tusk. Quagsire and Great Tusk, of course, with the Grass Knot, Hisuian Goodra with the Close Combat, and Chi-Yu, of course, with the Close Combat as well, and then Flamethrower for the Skarmory. This thing just hits a lot of things hard, and I'm hoping to rely on Pilot to set up our Baggage Handler to kind of take the rest of the game. So we're going to hopefully, I don't know what the early game's going to look like, but I'm hoping that the early to mid game is going to be Pilot just getting KOs, and then setting up our Baggage Handler to take the late game. Coming in next, our Technician kind of fits that same role, not quite as well as Pilot does, but Rotom-Mow, our Technician, with Assault Vest and Levitate is going to be our physically defensive wall, but don't leave him out. He's going to do some damage as well. He's got Thunderbolt, Leaf Storm, Pain Split, and Volt Switch. He can also take care of the Skarmory and the Quagsire that threaten our Baggage Handler, right? So Rotom is not going to be as leaned on as our Infernape as far as cleaning up some of those stragglers to get, or those initial KOs to get our Baggage Handler in a good position. But I'm hoping that if maybe Infernape can't quite handle some of them, our Technician plus our Pilot can go ahead and get the job done. Of course, we've got Pain Split to kind of prolong our bulk, as well as Volt Switch to get some momentum going and potentially some switch initiative. So we're running max physical defense, max HP, as well as an Assault Vest. So we're trying to just eat up as much hits as we can and stay alive with our Rotom-Mow so that it can hopefully pick up a KO either on the Skarmory or on the Quagsire. We then have the plane itself, our Boeing 737, the Dragapult with Heavy Duty Boots, Infiltrator, Dragon Tail, Flamethrower, U-Turn, and Will-O-Wisp. Now this is a bit of a strange, bulky, pivoting support Dragapult. I wanted to get a little spicy week one and not bring like a standard physical or special, Dragapult. So we're rocking Dragon Tail, Flamethrower, U-Turn, and Willow. Willow does cripple a good bit of his team with the Great Tusk, as well as a few others. Obviously, we have to watch out for Ceruledge to not switch into that. U-turn, of course, for just momentum. Dragapult is super speedy and can come in, do some chip damage, U-turn out. Flamethrower covers a good bit of the team, with Skarmory being a big threat, as well as Amoonguss to our baggage handler, so we've got coverage there for that. And then Dragon Tail, I was going back and forth on running Dragon Darts or Dragon Tail. Dragon Darts, I think, is the better play. It's safer. It's going to do more damage. There's something about me. I'm a sucker for Dragon Tail. It's I feel like it messes with the opponent so much and like throws off their momentum in their game. And I enjoy it. We're running spikes on our life draft, and then on our last Monarch Clefable, we are running rocks. So I kind of want to potentially get into a position where I can just have rocks and potentially also spikes set up, and if I need to, I can just sit in with Boeing 737 and click Dragon Tail until I miss, and just get some chip damage, get some wackiness going on, and throw off the momentum of the game. And last but not least, we have our lovely flight attendant, the Clefable, with leftovers, Unaware, Thunderwave, Stealth Rock, Wish, and Baton Pass. I'm not proud of this set. It's awful. It's so toxic, which it would have been even more toxic if they didn't take away the move toxic from Clefable's move pool in Gen 9, but they did, so we're running T-Wave instead. T-Wave to kind of just, make something slow to, there's not a whole lot this is going to be super relevant against. Maybe the Chi-Yu, really not much else. It's kind of just a filler slot for me to potentially get some para hacks and whatnot. I might switch that up for Moonblast so that you have an offensive move. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, the main chunk of this move set is one. This is our specially defensive wall. We have Wish and Baton Pass, so we're gonna clearly be trying to, if our team gets weak, if Life Raft gets a little weak because we're not running Recover on it, if Pilot or Technician, whoever is getting a little weak, we can Wish Baton Pass and hopefully get some health off onto the rest of our team. Our Flight Attendant is going to be basically our team healer, and then of course Stealth Rocks if we get that opportunity. I may lead with this thing and just click Stealth Rock right off the gate because I am bulky. I can take hits, I can Wish up and Baton Pass out, so I won't be stuck in there. I can also Thunder Wave if something gets in that it really would affect. So that's our team. We've got these bad boys here. I don't know how it's going to do. I don't know how well this prep is into our opponent's team. I'm still pretty new at this, so we're going to see what happens, and we'll see what happens in week 1. All right, we are here. Let's see. Okay, he didn't bring Skarmory. He doesn't have his ground immunity. That's huge. All right, let's see what he's got. We've got Hisuian Gudra, Great Tusk, Florgist, Ceruledge, Chi-Yu, and both Gudras. That's crazy. Okay, he has Bulk City. He didn't bring his Alolan Raichu, so he's really not going for any sort of speed control. So that's huge. What do we lead into this team? He's got 2 things weak to rock. So rocks could be decent. He's got to be running Rapid Spin on his Great Tusk. That is his only hazard removal as far as I'm aware. Who do I lead with? His Amoonguss is not here. His Quagsire is not here. Hold on. Infernape might go crazy. Let's see what happens. Who do I want to lead? I might want to lead just Clefable. Get rocks up and call it a day. I'm scared of his Great Tusk wanting to set up. I am unaware, but I unfortunately don't. I should have put Moonblast on it. I literally talked about that in the in the whatever you call it. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Great Tusk is horrifying. I could lead Technician. And I can Volt Switch on anything except for obviously the Great Tusk. But if the Great Tusk comes in, I can Leaf Storm. So that might be the move. Dragapult. How does Dragapult do here? You don't have your Dragon immunity. Huh? Which is great. So I can Dragon Tail freely. I can Will-O-Wisp. You do have the Ceruledge and the Chi-Yu, so that's a little sketch. I could also potentially lead Life Raft. I think I'm going to lead Technician here. Who do we got? Please tell me the Great Tusk. It is Great Tusk. Sweet. He does not want to stay in against this thing. Absolutely not. He's going to outspeed me. Does Great Tusk might get something to smack me up. He probably does get, I know he has Ice Spinner. I don't think Ice Spinner's going to one-shot me. Does he get, like, something crazy, like a big fire move, like Flare Blitz? I don't think he does. He gets Sunny Day, that's it. Fire Fang. Okay, I don't think this thing can one-shot me. I think he swaps here. I'm not going to Volt Switch. That would make no sense to Volt Switch here, because in the off case he stays in. I would love to Leaf Storm this thing turn 1. I'm pretty sure he's switching, but just in case. So also his Terra Captain is with us Goodra, so I need to be careful of that. Goodra's Terra types, let me quickly just look that up while I'm here. Goodra can be, let's see, Dragon, Water, Fire. Okay, Dragon, Water, Fire. So nothing that can be immune to ground, which is nice. Dragon, Water, Fire. If he's water, that'd be great. Honestly, if he's fire, that'd be also great. I've got things that can handle both of those Terra types. It's just a matter of figuring out when he's going to Terra. Here comes Hisui and Goodra. We're going to Leaf Storm. It's not going to do... Sap Sipper. Ooh, I forgot about Sap Sipper. That's a good play. I literally ran this thing in the last season, and yeah, of course, Sap Sipper. So we've got a +1 attack Goodra. I don't know if he's running it physical or if he's just running Sap Sipper for the immunity. I have to Volt Switch here. I can't do anything to it. If he drops a Draco on me, it's going to be sad. But I can... Ooh, maybe able to play with Pain Splitting. Nah, he's not speed invested. I'm going to outspeed. And honestly, I need to take out the Great Tusk before Excadrill can sweep. Because even if I'm +2 Swords Danced, I don't Oko Great Tusk. And that's a big problem. So I need to absolutely, without a doubt, get rid of Great Tusk somehow. Before my Excadrill comes in and sweeps. Now, do I think he's pre-predicted the swap to Flight Attendant and went for a Steel type move? He might have. I think I go Flight Attendant here, predicting a Draco. And then I pivot into Pilot to scare it out with Close Combat. Because hopefully we go Dragon type move into Flight Attendant and then Steel move into Pilot. That would be ideal. I think that's the line I want to take. If you go Steel move here, you got me. Flamethrower. Okay. That's fine. I definitely think you want to use a Steel type move here. I am specially defensive, but if you're running like Gyro Ball, running physical, then that's crazy. But you did just use Flamethrower, so I think I'm safe to pivot into Pilot here. You're not going to drop a Draco. You probably aren't going to Flamethrower again. I'm hoping you go for a Steel type move. There it is. That does a good bit. But now our Pilot is in here. We can Close Combat, and really just the floor just wants to take that. Well, oh wait, Ceruledge. Oh, I didn't think. I did not think. I did not think. I think I have to swap again. I can't let Ceruledge come in for free. That was a blunder. I gotta watch out for weak armor as well. Yeah, Ceruledge definitely throws a bit of a wrench in the system here. I think I go out into our Life Raft. I tank everything from this thing pretty well, but I think Ceruledge is coming in. Because that was definitely a blunder. I didn't think that process through. He has a fighting immunity in the back. I just triple swapped, bro. What is wrong with me? I need to just start clicking moves, dude. Also, bear with me, I do have a cough drop in my mouth because my voice was getting a little achy. Please. Oh no, he didn't swap. I could have killed this thing. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I'm so upset. I'm actually so upset with that. What the heck? Hold on. Does Goodra get a grass type move? I think it does. It just gets absorb. Okay, we're fine. I'm gonna spikes here. So he is running mixed. He's running the earthquake. And he's staying in and earthquaking. Interesting. This is tough now. I can't believe he stayed in on that. I cannot believe he stayed in. This thing's going to be a menace to me now that I did not click. I should have just clicked close combat, man. I play too predict heavy. I've realized. That was so bad. I just can't believe he stayed in. That's insane to me. I'll go technician here, predicting the EQ. Because I can't let Life Wrap take any more damage. I don't have recover on this thing. It needs to set up the sand. So I'm gonna need to get a Wish Baton Pass into it, but I can't do that in front of this thing with Flash Cannon. That is gonna haunt me. The fact that he stayed in against my Infernape that I so clearly like pivoted to get into a good position to attack the Goodra. I guess I just gotta in those cases I just go for it. Like if the Cerulege comes in, I deal with it. Oh, that is crazy. I need to ask what his thought process was on that after the game because I'm so unbelievably confused. So here's a flamethrower, which my team doesn't like. I mean, Pilot likes it, but I just don't like Pilot getting damaged so much. I could sit here and take the flamethrower. I am AV and then Pain Split. So I might T-Bolt here and just kind of see how much it does to me. Because I should outspeed. Maybe a Para? Flash Cannon. Okay. So we're playing some... That's tough. Okay, Flamethrower is not gonna kill me. I'm gonna play this weird game of fishing for a Para, and then I'm gonna Pain Split, because right now I can't do much damage to this thing. I don't think I'm gonna get an opportunity to click close combat on this thing again, and it's so annoying. If I go into Pilot, he's not going to take a whole lot of damage from a... Well, I think Flash Cannon is what did that much, so never mind, I can't do that. You might go Great Tusk here, which is fine. Because I'm not choiced. I'm so used to I had Hisuian Electrode last time, so my electric grass type in my brain is always Scarfed or Specs. And I'm not. I'm AV, so I can switch my move. It's fine if Great Tusk comes in. Because he can't do anything to me. This is a bit of a rough beginning of the battle, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that triple swap, for some reason in my brain, that was a good play. Clearly it was not. Flamethrower comes in. We don't eat it well, but we can Pain... Why can't I Pain Split? Is Pain Split an illegal move on Rotom? Oh, I'm gonna freak out. If I just made that big of a mistake, there's no way. There's. Oh, if I threw this game that hard. No, he gets Pain Split. Why is this? If anyone knows why that's that way, please let me know. I am so unbelievably confused by that. Yeah. Okay. I'm going Pilot. That is so confused. Why? Why can't I click Pain Split? I click close combat. That's... You're going to go Cerulege because you... I don't know how on earth you let this thing stay in last time. But I have to go for... I got to get rid of this thing. And then I got to get rid of Great Tusk. And unfortunately, my get rid of Great Tusk button is now on 10% health. So I might have just needed to let Rotom go down. I cannot believe if he had my number this whole time and predicted me to swap. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, so I outspeed unless this thing's... It's not scarfed. It is leftovers. I outspeed. I Grass Knot. Do you get priority? I don't think you do. I don't think you get priority. I don't think you do. A Grass Knot. Gone. Great Tusk is gone. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. I think... Who comes into this? Maybe Florges? Maybe Cerulege? Probably Cerulege. Yeah, Cerulege is the best play into Pilot. Okay, we got some momentum back. Great Tusk being gone is huge. That means our Excadrill is that much closer to getting stuff done. The next piece of the puzzle we have to lock in is getting rid of... honestly, we don't even have to get rid of a whole lot right now. We need to... I'm pretty sure Excadrill one-shots all of these four, right? I one-shot you, I one-shot you, I one-shot you, I one-shot... yeah, so Hisuian Goodra, Cerulege, Chi-Yu, and Florges, I one-shot after a Swords Dance. The Goodra is the only thing that could scare me. But the biggest thing is I need to get into Flight Attendant to Wish Heal my Life Raft, because I don't feel comfortable going Sandstorm Memento with 46% health. So that's going to be our next big thing. And our hindrance to that is going to be, of course, the Hisuian Goodra being able to scare out my Flight Attendant. I am super specially bulky, so there's a potential that I can make it work regardless, but I really don't want to take that risk. I'd rather just be comfy with it. Interesting that he's not immediately going Cerulege. Does he think I have coverage for it? What could I have? Maybe a ground type move? I don't know. I also need to be wary of weak armor. Obviously, if we one-shot it, that's not a big deal, but... ...20 minutes into the battle, 11 turns. 2 minutes per turn. It's going to be a long one. Lock in. We've got some momentum. We got a kill on one of the biggest threats. Actually, the biggest threat to my current plan. So that's huge for us. He basically has a kill as well in Technician, though, because I'm so weak, and apparently I can't Pain Split. So again, please, if someone knows why I can't Pain Split, let me know. Also, I didn't calc at all last season during games. I haven't calced in this game yet. I haven't really felt the need to calc, but I'm not opposed to it. Last season, for some reason, I was just like, I'm not going to calc during battles for whatever reason. One, because I don't feel like I'm very efficient calcing, so like it's kind of stressful for me to try to figure all that out while also waiting for myself to make a move. I have the plugin up here that's supposed to be like a built-in showdown damage calc. I haven't really used it a whole lot, so I didn't want to use it this battle and be like confused and throw an extra, you know, wrench in the system. So we're gonna play all natural. Chi-Yu comes in. Chi-Yu absolutely outspeeds me. Wait, Chi-Yu doesn't outspeed me. Unless he's scarfed. If he's scarfed, he outspeeds me. So I need to not... I need to figure out if this thing's scarfed or not before I can let Pilot stay in. Which means that I think I sack Technician here for a safe switch into something. Let me see something real quick. Check my notes on this prep. Because Chi-Yu is also a pretty scary Pokemon. Yeah, so if Chi-Yu's scarfed, I'm dead. So we're going to not play that game. I think I'm going to... If you set up... If Chi-Yu sets up right now as I'm trying to... You get Nasty Plot? You do get Nasty Plot. There's no way you set up on my Infernape, though. There is just no way. I could T-Wave you. T-Wave would be actually pretty huge. I'm going to go Technician to sack swap it and kind of see what's going on here. Flamethrower comes in, that's fine. Technician's gone, that's okay. We really only needed him for Great Tusk. Everything else, there's no Skarmory, there's no Quagsire, so everything else is pretty fine. I think we go Flight Attendant here, Special Wall, and we can T-Wave it. And I think with the T-Wave, we're feeling spicy. Just don't miss. Because you may want to stay in against this thing. You're not weak to my fairy type stab. You're neutral. You went for Flamethrower into my Pilot. I just realized. That still may have killed with the Beads of Ruin. I'm curious how much a Flamethrower is going to do to Flight Attendant here. I would really like to get a pair off. If you could please not switch. Okay, we kind of eat that. We get a pair off. That's huge. Absolutely massive. I don't think we can wish Baton Pass. We die. So I think... what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I could go into Dragapult and U-turn. I'm going to be eating the Flamethrower. I could U-turn back into... Who would I U-turn into? Because I would need to U-turn into someone who takes a hit. Or I just Baton Pass here, and then I go into Pilot. I think. How much... Hold on. Okay, I'm going to calc. How much does... I'm pretty sure a U-turn almost one-shots. I remember calcing that. Chi-Yu, will say you're scarfed. U-turn does not one-shot. Why did I think that? Who did U-turn do? U-turn did a lot of damage to someone. Obviously, it's not Chi-Yu. You're neutral to it. I think I Baton Pass here into... Maybe into Life Raft. No, I need your health. I absolutely need your health. I Baton Pass into Pilot here. That is going to be my play. Para on Chi-Yu is ginormous. Because even if you're scarfed now, I still outspeed with my Infernape. So I'm going to Baton Pass here. If you switch, that's huge. If you stay in, that's fine. If you get fully parried, that's absolutely massive. Oh my gosh, is my... Don't have it zoomed in, you frickin' bunghole. I am so sorry about that, guys. Oh, that was such a blunder. We got a baton pass here. That's huge. I could have wished, but I think it's fine to not wish that. I can go into my baggage handler and click EQ. I outspeed you. You also are carrying EQ though. And you don't die to one non-swords danced EQ, I don't think, because you're a thick lad. Let me check. I am going to be a Calkin boy, I guess. EQ actually does take you out if you're not physically invested. How much physical investment would you need to live one? You would need max physical. And even then, it's still a roll to kill. I'm going to go Excadrill. I'm going to go Excadrill and click EQ. The only thing, nothing really swaps into it well. I could have also gone, I thought about going Gastrodon. But could have gone Gastrodon and just used that opportunity to set the sand up. That could have been a better play. But nothing's going to want to take an EQ very well here. So I think the next step in our game plan is actually going to just be get the sand up and sweep. I think that's the way to go. I don't want to be too, like, scared to go ahead and initiate the game plan. So I think that is next step. Also, you're at 68%. Of course, this is killing. I don't know why I was calking. I thought you were, for some reason, I forgot that we had done damage to you. All right, I think you swap here. You may go, I don't know who you want to go to. Just Goodra, actually. You may just let this thing drop because Baggage Handler kind of smokes this team. I'm going to see if regular Goodra carries like Grass Knot or something. I don't think you do. No, just Absorb. Okay. I want to know who I can safely set up the Sand and Memento with Life Raft on. I know Florges gets Grass. It basically looks like a Grass type. Yeah, Energy Ball, Grass Knot, you get everything. So we don't want to do that against Florges. I think everything else is kind of safe to set the Sand up on. It's crazy how little... Oh, Chiyu's gone. It's a sack swap. We take that. We will take that all day. Are you going into Goodra? You got to go Goodra. And Earthquake still does a lot of damage to Goodra regardless. If he's running Scald, that's the only thing I would need to be afraid of. But I think even without Sand, I outspeed everything. So I could have set up a Swords Dance there, which I contemplated, but I didn't want to risk him staying in and clicking EQ. So he values his Goodra more. That makes sense because the Chiyu was parried. So that makes sense that he valued this thing more and sacked off the Chiyu. We're in a good spot here. I think Goodra has to come in. I one-shot everything else on his team. Unless his Cerulege is also Scarfed. That would be unfort. If Cerulege comes in, I think I have to swap. And I don't know who I would swap into. The Goodra is going to be the biggest problem, I think. And I don't have a great way of dealing with it because I'm running Dragon Tail instead of Dragon Darts. But we'll see what happens. We just got to take it one turn at a time. Okay, Goodra comes in. Okay. So here's the thing. That tells me his Cerulege is not Scarfed. What is Goodra going to have that can take me out? If it can't one-shot me, I can click Swords Dance here. I don't know if that's worth it, though. I don't know if it's worth risking my win con. Because, yeah, you might be carrying Earthquake. Earthquake horrifies me. I'm going to swap. Who do I swap into? Potentially our Dragapult? Because you're not going to go for a Dragon type attack here. I think I can swap Pult. Pult is not a huge piece of this team at this point. It does definitely hit this Goodra hard, which is nice. Everything else, though, I don't want to just sack swap into any of these. If you're going Scald, that would be huge on Life Raft, obviously. But I think you're going EQ, probably. So I'm going to go into our Boeing 737. Don't drop a Draco. Flamethrower. Nice. No burn? Ooh, that hurts. That hurts my little baby soul. Okay, I could burn him back, but he potentially is special. So he's probably going Florges here. So I think I'm going to U-turn. If he stays in, that is unfortunate. He might stay in because he's no longer scared of this thing because it's burned. Yeah, that is tough. I think if that's the case, I go Dragon Tail first. If he goes Florges, then I U-turn. And can go into our Baggage Handler. Because Florges is not really going to be doing a whole lot to our Baggage Handler. Yeah, I'll Dragon Tail here. You might go Florges, but I think this is the better play. Our Boeing 737 may go down here. No, it can't, unless I miss Dragon Tail. That's the only instance where it goes down. Because I outspeed and Dragon Tail it out. Unless, does Dragon Tail go second every time? I'm just going to check. I'm going to re-click it, though. I guess it always, maybe it doesn't always go second. I thought most of the moves that like swap things out do. We're going to find out, because if this Goodra outspeeds me, then oh, it does go second. That's huge. Okay. We got Gooeyed, which is unfortunate. This bad boy is out now. So I really don't know what to do here. I'm not going to lie. Boeing is kind of crippled. You're probably going for a Dragon type move here. I'm going to... You might predict my Flight Attendant, which would be Sag. Does Boeing just need to go down here? Boeing might just need to go down here. You're still good for pivoting, but you're a fast pivoter, so you wouldn't be able to pivot and help me safely get into something. I think we Dragon Tail. I think Boeing goes down here so we can get a safe swap. So we're gonna Dragon Tail again. Yeah, I definitely at this point wish I had Dragon Darts, but it is what it is. Also, Goodra is now in a place where I can comfortably just come in and click EQ. So I think all we need to do is safely get our Excadrill in and we win. So that's why it's fine if Boeing 737 goes down here. Our lovely aircraft carrier, not aircraft carrier, just aircraft. So if you drop a Draco here, that's fine. That's actually ideal, because then it means you can't hurt whatever comes in. which is it's great. So you might Flash Cannon here, predicting my Clefable. If you do, then I just get more free spikes damage on whatever wants to come in. I think best case for me, though, is that you do take out my Dragapult here. So I can get into Excadrill safely and I can clean up. I'm still slightly scared of Cerulege being Scarfed. But the fact that he didn't bring it into Excadrill when I had taken out his Chi-Yu, that tells me it's not. Because he could have brought it in Scarfed and one-shot me. I might be cutting some of the in-between time of this battle. There's an EQ, we live it. Oh, that's actually not ideal. Cerulege comes out. Cerulege comes out. Cerulege, do you want to Swords Dance? You might, but it doesn't matter. If you're Swords Dance, that means you're not Scarf, which means I come in and kill you. Do you get speed set up? I don't think you do. If you do, it's probably like kind of weird niche speed setup. I don't know what you do here, actually. So I'm going to just click Dragon Tail. I hope you just take me out. But if you click Swords Dance and I Dragon Tail, then that's also fine. Shadow Sneak. Okay. That's fine. We go... I mean, I don't think you're Shadow Sneak Scarf. So I think we win with our lovely baggage handler. Because I click EQ. This thing dies. I click EQ and Hisuian Goodra dies. I click EQ and regular Goodra dies. I click Iron Head and Florges dies. Right? Let me just double check that Florges dies to a non-Swords Dance. I'm pretty sure it does, though. It does not. Interessante. But I don't think Florges one-shots this guy. I really don't. EQ takes you out. I think your only play is Florges here. Do I have something that can handle Florges without... Okay, we did 12%. I forgot about spikes. That means we kill. That's huge. Now, if you're running Scarf Florges, that's it. You win. But that's it. I think that's game, baby. I think our baggage handler handled all the baggage we could possibly need. And we didn't even need Sand or Swords Dance, which is kind of crazy. Here's the Goodra. We EQ. I think that's money, baby. What do you got? What are you cooking up? What could you possibly be cooking? If this Goodra Scarfed, I'm gonna freak. I'm gonna freak out. Can you imagine? I've only seen one move. It could be. No, it's not. Cool. There's the EQ there. And one final EQ will take it out. The one layer of spikes from our Gastrodon saved the game potentially. Because I don't know what his Florges was going to do to me. That's crazy. Gastrodon still be an MVP even with just clicking one baby move. We won week 1. GG in the chat. We took the W 4-0. Let's go, baby. Our plan worked. We didn't quite get the entire strategy out with the Sand, Memento, Swords Dance, but we took the dub. I knew Excadrill went really well into his team. It's a tough matchup. for real for the San Jose Sharpedo. Week 1, I think he kind of went into the team that checks his the most. But you know what? It's week 1 of Draft League. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna figure things out, and excuse me, and hopefully have a good time for the rest of the season. Now, these battles are going to be bi-weekly, so because we're all kind of just, you know, I'm the only content creator amongst this draft battle league, so like we all have real lives and have responsibilities. So we're doing every other week just to make it easier on everyone to make these battles possible. So yeah, you can expect another one in the next week or two. But thank you so much for hanging out and being here. We caught the W, and I'll see you next time. Later.